Hey everybody! I recently started learning how to do Tunisian crochet, and I made this cowl that you see right here. And this worked up really fast. I was actually able to get this done in just a couple of days. And I really like it. It's really easy to do. So I thought that I would do some videos on the Tunisian crochet basics. This is a Tunisian crochet hook, or they're called Afghan hooks. They come in different sizes, of course, and different lengths. On this end, it looks like a crochet hook, and then on the other end, you have a stopper, like knitting needles have. And this one is Susan Bates, which is what I use to make my cowl. And then this one here is from the Crochet Dude. I haven't used this one yet, but this one has this flexible cord, and you could use this to make larger items like an Afghan. For this little sample that I'm going to show you, this is the Tunisian crochet hook or Afghan hook that I will be using. I'm going to be using Caron Simply Soft. This color is berry blue. You're going to start out as you normally would for crochet by making your slip knot, placing it on your hook, and then you would chain however many stitches your pattern instructs. For this sample, I'm just going to chain 11. I'm going to begin by working into the second chain from my hook. Just going to place my hook into the chain, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Go into the next chain, yarn over, and pull up my loop. You're just going to continue doing that and leaving the loops on your hook. And so that's what you'll have. Now we're going to work back. You're going to yarn over and pull through one loop. Now for the rest of the row, you'll yarn over and pull through 2 loops. The last 2 loops, and you'll have 1 loop left on your hook. So that's your foundation for the Tunisian crochet. To make your forward pass, or your forward rows, you're going to skip this first vertical bar and begin working in the second vertical bar right here. So you're just going to take your hook, go under that bar, yarn over, and pull your loop through. And just like we did for the foundation, we're going to leave the loops on the hook. Go in under the next vertical bar, yarn over, and pull your yarn through. Continue doing that until you get to the end of your row. Okay, we're now at the end of the row. Here's the last loop that we want to pick up. And what I like to do is I like to pick up both of these loops. Just put your hook under both loops like that. Yarn over and pull through. And that completes the forward pass or forward row. Now we're going to work our way back. So you're going to yarn over and pull through one loop. And now we're going to yarn over and pull through two loops for the rest of the row. Yarn over and pull through two.
We're scared of teddy bear. We're scared of teddy bear. We're scared of teddy bear.
Last two loops. And once again, you'll end up with one loop on your hook. And you'll just repeat that process, remembering that you always want to skip this first bar and begin working in the second vertical bar for the Tunisian simple stitch. At the end of my row here, and again, I like to work under both of those loops. To do our return pass, yarn over and pull through one loop, and then yarn over and pull through two loops for the rest of the row. At this point, you could just cut your tail and pull your end through. And this is what the top of your project would look like. If you want a more finished edge, I'll show you how to bind off. Again, you're going to skip that first bar and start in the second bar. You're going to put your hook under, pull through, and then you're also going to pull through the loop on your hook. So you're just making a slip stitch. Hook goes under the bar, yarn over, and pull through two loops. So you'll just keep doing that all the way to the end.
Where's my one?
And then you could cut your tail and weave in your end. But you can see here that it gives the edge a much more finished look.
Where's mine? Why do we take it, Mom?
I'm going to show you a couple of tricks that you can use to help prevent the curling in your Tunisian crochet. Tunisian crochet tends to curl a lot. And the best thing that you can do to get rid of the curl is to block it. But you can also work into your foundation row. You can work into the back of your stitches and then do a row of the Tunisian purl stitch, which is what I did here on my cowl. And that does not get rid of the curl completely. There's still going to be some curl, but it will help. And then before I did my my bind off edge here at the top, I worked another row of the Tunisian purl stitch. So it did help a bit with the curl, and I just left it. I did not block this. It's not enough to really bother me. I was just too lazy to block this. So I'll just show you those tricks. Once you've worked your chain, instead of going into the front or under that top loop of your chain, if you turn this over, you'll see on the back here these little bumps. If you work into those bumps, that will help with the curling. Like I said, I won't get rid of it completely, but it will help a lot with the curl. I'm just working into that bump on the back of my chain stitches. And then you would work your return pass as normal. Yarn over, pull through one loop, and then yarn over and pull through two loops. And then before you start working on the main part of your project, what I did with my cowl was I worked a row of the Tunisian purl stitch. So those two things together helped the edges of my cowl not to curl quite so much. Now that I've completed my return pass on my purl row, I would just start working in whatever pattern you're going to be doing for your main project. But those two steps can help alleviate the curl on the edge of your project.